Hey, future people, good evening or good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Just want to quickly say good day. You have been a great time. Welcome for today's program. A lot of things have been happening around Australia. These few weeks, we have a very high COVID-19 problem, and a lot of people, few people have died. And the problem is still increasing. So government is trying hit and skater, trying to make sure that people get looked after. Also to order enough vaccine so that people can be vaccinated. But why this vaccine has, been a lot of complication among the people of different view, we begin to wonder how, how can the government achieve their set target before this and the town will be open? So we're still battling in Australia how if we can open if people can be able to take the vaccine and the government will be able to open the whole thing. So we're still going through that in Australia. So it's been a very difficult one. A lot of us here are in a lockdown. So just taking day by day as it comes because it's not easy. We have been it's not easy. It's not easy staying in lockdown. So we'll continue to do that and see how we go. As night program, we'll look into detail. If you're watching me for the very first time, please you share this video can. Like I said, our main page has been, temporarily, been freezing by Facebook, and hopeful it will come right one day. Hopeful. While we're doing that, we'll continue to grow this one. We'll have just sent a message. Hey, Sonny. Good day. Yeah. So that is it that we're having around Australia. I must say congratulations to Australia national team, Socceroo, for winning China 3-0. And also congratulations to Nigerian national team too. You may see that, most of the players that play in Nigeria, they were Igbos and Yorubas and, Asked Hausas. So I don't want to be too tribalistic, but this is just the fact. So I want to tell you, if you're watching, please share our program. Also, we'll have other program that is in YouTube. You can always go to YouTube and join me and share our programs on YouTube too. It's quite a nice one, okay? The weather have been, I heard that in Lagos, which is a Nigerian city, the rain have gotten out of hand. While here in Australia too, we are having rain. Yesterday was so rainful. Yesterday was so rainful that I was driving and coming back home. I feel like, oh my God, what can I do? But I finally get there. That was no problem. I finally get there, get home. So something that we're seeing here happen. Like, we have a couple of things happen. Like, got a information that IPOB rent a lawyer, and their lawyer is taking on Nigerian, and the DSS have not given them approval yet to see their client, which happened to be IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu. So that's for Obi not to carry on that time. We have to go through normal Obi process and make sure that information we get is all clear before Obi will ever venture to publicize something like that. So, we have to go through protocols. And so we got a problem between the IPOB members, which if you follow the Obi YouTube, you can find that in YouTube too. Like say, before we go there, you guys know me, I always like to play my music, and you can join me. I will listen to a bit of music tonight and see how we go. So, sorry guys, the songwriter Pato Ranking, so you can enjoy Pato Ranking music. It's why it's nice if you like it. That's so. Celebrate. Now when I live my life, appreciate me. Now when I live my life, celebrate me. Now when I live my life, appreciate me. Now when I live my life, that's so. Big boy, big boy. You big boy. Celebrate. Now I am alive. I appreciate it. Now I am alive. Yes, Lord. Celebrate him now he's alive. Actually, this music makes so much sense. So when you want to celebrate somebody when he's alive, not when the person is dead. You came up with some junk to tell people, which I don't appreciate. So I believe we need to celebrate people when they are alive, not when they die. He's begin to celebrate them. So I hope that makes sense. Like you guys know, one of our very own, I'll work on our very own in the studio too. Icon, good friend of mine. Brother Ambassador Jeff, who have been on honeymoon all these days. Ambassador Jeff is back. Oh God. Welcome to the studio, Ambassador Jeff. You're welcome.
Anybody that wants to fight you, they should know that they're the war of Jericho.
Abby?
Yeah. How are you, man? How you doing? How's the family, man?
Bro, very good, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. You are highly welcome. How was the week? How are you fighting your COVID-19?
So far so good. The COVID-19 does not affect me. It doesn't stop me from not working. It's only affecting the kids. That the kids can no longer go anywhere. Wow. That is only one issue the government have failed to look into, because when the kids go to school, they relieve you of the burden and the stress, but the bills being created, the government is not looking into that section of it. So the television is on 24/7, the fridge, everything, the heater, everything is being consumed. Whereas when I'm not home, all those things is switched off. So invariably you are just creating bills. Indirectly,
That's
the government does not know anything about that.
Yeah. But I think are they giving family like a discount on this, because children will have to, like, oh my God, they will just burn things.
There's no discount. Yeah. There's no discount.
Oh man, that would be really taxing, man. That would be really taxing, bro. No, but they will open playground soon now. But playground, even though they open it, it will.
They're not going to open it if they don't lift the COVID restriction. They're not going to lift the playground because they believe people are going to converge on it and literally spread the COVID from there. So they're not going to. It's going to be very difficult for them to open it. So they want to open it. They have to open it once. This idea of shutting it today, tomorrow they open it, the next day they shut it. All those things, they do it once, and then they should stop bringing people from outside the country. That is the best answer to all
this.
They can't
stop, because government wants their own. Government want their vote 24 hours. So that's why.
And then they should start complaining, Unlike what happened in Edo State, that the governors are saying that everyone is a compulsory vaccination. I don't know how many millions of vaccine that is in Edo State, but I heard that the governors is very, very angry over the issue, that he doesn't want people to go to the market, doesn't want people to go to the bank, the schools, and churches if you are not vaccinated. I think that is not the right way to go about it. And the people are now getting angry that the time of the palliative, they did not force them to come and collect palliative. Why would they force them to come and collect COVID injection? And
because the government,
I look at it from their own perspective as well, because they are also the government as well. Because democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And they've never practiced that democracy fully in Nigeria or in Africa. Forcing people to take vaccine is, to me, is ridiculous. But the government probably have a way of trying to bring the message to the people, but not in a radical form. If you want somebody to take a vaccine, you have to also understand that these people, the only place they trade is the market. There's nothing like shopping center like we have here that you have to go and or there's something like that nature. So it's an open market, like an open grazing for cows. That's what it is. So they have to allow people to go to the market. And if the people do not trade, they're not gonna eat, because there's something like social welfare, no social benefit, no hospital, no Medicare, nothing of that nature in that society. So I will use the opportunity to play with the government to find a good atmosphere or a good way of reasoning with the people why he's spreading the news of the COVID injection. I'm not saying no one should take the injection, to avoid a word of vaccinated and a word that is not vaccinated. But the question is, how many vaccines do we have in the country? Is it enough for you to cover? Because like Australia here is struggling. They are borrowing COVID injection from UK, from Poland, from Singapore, all these now, because these are the rich. If the rich cannot get it, how you think the poor is going to get it? So these are things the government of Nigeria need to put into consideration without letting the cat out of the bag.
Wow. So, but if they have to log, the government, is it willing to give them some incentive, like money to take care or something like that? What do you think?
The government is not going to give you any incentive, because Nigeria is just hold on a minute, brother.
Okay.
The government is not going to give any incentive to the people, because Nigeria is it's an importing nation, and when you import and you start exporting, the country is in a deficit. So Nigeria is running a deficit economy. So they don't even have enough to pay the workers, to pay for housing, to pay for medical importations and all this. So let alone they're going to give to citizens. Nigeria as a society or as a country doesn't even know how many population we have. There's no data to that effect to even know how many people is in the rural area or how many people in the urban area. So all those data are not there. So even to make it even more worse, the only place you can get a passport, international passport in Nigeria now is in Bayelsa. We sought everywhere around, we can't get it international. So that's the only place they calculate how many people who is registered international passport. Because if you're gonna check the data of the people using mobile phone in Nigeria, it's running into billions. But you can't take the data of that as a correct information. The only way to do a proper data collection is for the government of every state to do a proper census count, one-on-one, no bribery and corruption, no political agenda affiliated to it. Because the Nigerian population is kind of based on a voter's card. So that is a fraud. So that is the way I see it. If they want to do a proper, they should first of all do Medicare. If they have Medicare, one person cannot have two Medicare. The way they run BVN, everybody should have a BVN. And I'm very, very sure even the BVN, if you check the data, it could be fraud as well. Maybe one or two people probably have different numbers of BVN. So it's true, because that is a company they give it to India to issue BVN numbers. That is what they're doing here. They're in Melbourne here.
Wow.
So if you're looking for a BVN number, this is the people who can issue to you. That's the company giving to India. Nigerians have failed to raise a proper data collection, proper data collection, in order for us to have a proper accountability of how many population we have. And go and tell me, come and see if that is busy. Go tell the So that's what it is, my brothers. Nigeria is a very complex society, not just only complex. The issues of registrations, registered voters are in the fraudulent numbers, so that they can win. Everybody want a councillor probably want to contest election, probably have more than the numbers of voters card that is more than his own electorate, so that he can be on upper hand. So that is what they said. The government is the government of the numbers, not the government of the people.
The people. Oh, okay, our chef, welcome. Let's welcome Prince in again, and we'll see what happens. Hey.
Hi, good evening, sirs.
That is the coach. That is the national coach of the Philippine national team.
Oh, you saw Nigeria won. What do you think about Nigeria's Super Eagles before we continue?
Well, they are always there. They will keep trying.
They just won their game.
They will keep trying their best because.
Who are they playing?
They will keep trying their best. I don't think
I've not been following them. What is going on?
There's no problem with that.
They just won their they won 3-0 against Libya. So
Nigeria always beat Libya anyway, so that is not a problem.
No, Libya give Nigeria a tough time, you know. Libya give Nigeria a tough time. So, bro, how are you coping with COVID-19?
Are they playing national?
Yeah, we are okay. Sport? We are doing our best, though the cases are rising here every day. Right now, we are more than 2 million already. But yet,
oh my gosh!
Yeah, but we thank God for everything. We keep moving.
Keep
moving.
Wow.
So,
yeah, but what are you saying?
Now, I say I've not been following the the soccer thing.
Oh, they played yesterday. Is it
the national club for what? What are they playing for?
No, for World Cup.
Where are they playing it?
Qualifier. They played in Nigeria, I think.
Yeah, they will qualify. It's just that I never see them in the Olympics. I didn't see any of them.
Wow.
Anyway, welcome back. If you are watching us from wherever you are, have a blessed Father's Day, and we have all fathers here. May God continue to bless us with good children, and for the mothers, may God continue to give us good wives.
That's true. That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you know,
first of all, my mother-in-law passed away. That's one of the things that is keeping me busy.
Oh, really?
At the moment, yeah. So I posted it a couple of times on my Facebook page. So, yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah, she passed away it's about a week ago now. So.
Wow. Anyway, sorry about that. Wow, I don't even know.
Sorry,
draw my attention.
It's okay.
Only draw my attention. I said I'm not sure. He told me that it seems like he mother-in-law passed away. I said I'm not sure. Cynthia.
Okay, I think she did did comment on a post on Facebook. I think so.
Yeah, today she was telling me that.
I don't know why you still keeping that girl in South Africa. You don't want to bring her here.
I don't know. No, I'm not sure what is going on. Anyway.
When is she coming back on the show?
I don't know. Whenever she have her own chance, she can do that. Thank you, guys. Guys, one thing again, and when we're talking about the sports again, Obi is lobbying into if Super Falcons qualify, so we will also lobby to get them hosts. And if they qualify, if they are coming for Australia 2023 World Cup, our stadium here, which happened to be their junior coach, they are also lobbying to host the teams because, most Melbourne Victory women play in our stadium here. So they just apply for government to release fund about, I think they say about $25 million to upgrade such, some of the standard. So if that happen, our stadium will be one of the best around Victoria, actually. Then hopefully Super Falcon will be in our team. They will be there. So I will have access to them very easy. And I would love it to host them,
Host them where? In the art back?
Yeah, our stadium is here. So if they are here, there's permission. I can host them in our club. I can host them anywhere. Then so I think Nigerian society, if that's confirmed and Super Falcon qualify, if Nigerian society is willing to put in, then we can all get together and host
them. That's what I want to know. In the art back or in the city here in Melbourne?
No, in the art back, just here. Because if they qualify, they'll probably be playing their group match in our place here. If they're playing here, then that'll be fine. If they're playing in Melbourne, then we'll find a way in Melbourne to host them in Melbourne. But if they're playing around here, that would be awesome for them, And also, I will if they qualify and their group is here.
You guys are also pragmatic. First of all, go and encourage people to take the injection first. Don't be so pragmatic about what Nigeria is coming to do here or not. I can as well host them.
No,
so
I'm
very I'm more popular than the NSV, so I can host them here. I'm international.
so
they are looking for who's in Australia. My name will ring bell first before the NSV.
That will be bonus for the ladies. If they qualify, not only will I host them, I will also open a way for them to have some school visitation and other things, and show them around the city. And I may take them one day, they may go Golden Beach just to have fun. We'll have barbecue. They can come back, that one will happen. I will connect them, and through the counselor, I can do that. That will be easy. Let them qualify. If they qualify and that happens, then NFV is ready for that. Then, if Nigerian society is not ready, I will host them. I will take them on. They are crazy. So, they have to qualify.
So, definitely they will qualify.
You see, that one will be a bomb share. There's this guy that do movie. They call him bomb share.
So NFV,
do you know?
Just like.
Do you know that time they will break the bank? They will break the bank. It was this guy that came here. What's his name? This musician. What's his name?
The badge.
The badge came here. They break the bank. I beg we will talk something where we are here.
No, this one will be under low key because they will be in group of players. They will not be allowed to move anyhow. So the whole thing will be like package. It will be fixed on. Then we can get a bus here. I got my friend that drive mountain bus. They can take them in their bus, or if they don't have bus, I will just take them away. If they like, our club is very big. We can host some party in the club. They can have fun there. Then I can take them around the beaches so they can have barbecue, enjoy, and do things. So if they qualify and happen to get here, they will enjoy it.
No
if
worries.
They qualify, we'll love them in. We will love them in here. So that
wherever they are, I will go allocate them.
So that will be one of the things for them here. So they will be the stadium is setting up. Anyway, what else is going on, Coach?
If they qualify, you people should be ready to host me also, because I will be doing live and direct.
Yeah, no, you can come. Yeah, that's why I make it interesting. You can come in. Yeah, you can come in and have fun.
So you don't need to worry.
Of course, they should prepare
just
to host me.
Let us for the coach to arrive. We'll have at least 2 or 3 more coaches.
Exactly.
Yeah. So they will. That would be. In fact, even our club was saying that if Nigeria qualify, Lawrence, they will love it so that they will come and play in here. So I'll take them around to be fun for them too. It will be fun for them. Not this time they went to Japan. Our women went to Japan. The Olympic team that went to Japan were not paid. They were just there running hater and skater. You empathize with them. Then I asked myself, no matter how useless the country is, if there's people there, they could have rallied around to give them something to actually help them out. So we understand that women's, we need to help them too. When if they qualify and come to our area, I think they will be fine. But if they don't come to our area, then we can locate them and just say hi, how are you? And hi, how are you? That's all. But if they come to our area, then I think that. Anyway, today our time is running short. So today we are going deep into Nigeria to see what is going on there. All this while we have the agitation group going on. But I just got information. People are telling me that some guys are going underground.
Can you go and tell them to keep quiet?
Okay.
So I got information that some guys are going underground, mapping out who will be the next presidential candidate when things have not been fixed. You can see some of the name from Sowore was there. Are they playing soccer?
I have no idea. Ofure, you want to keep quiet?
Quite few of the guys was there. So they are campaigning for 2023 election.
Go and come on me to come and talk to them.
2023 election, and nothing have happened in Nigeria. The constitution is not fixed. Everything is just the way it is.
Which constitution are you looking for?
The constitution Nigeria is using so far, although Nigeria has no constitution, to be honest with you, but the one they are actually using now that favor the North, that asks the North to take, that asks the North to have 38% of oil money, and give Niger Delta 3, and give the Eastern people and other people should divide it 53 or something like that. Only the North should have 37%. Oil that does not belong to them. So those things have to be fixed. And the way Nigeria is driving, they need people that have vision. They need people that have to settle the issue of agitation, whether Nigeria should be one or not. Because without this thing on the ground, they continue to fight the same battle. How many youth will they be killing? So, Ambaja, what do you think? Do you think that 2023 election is going to hold, or they should settle the issue at hand first before they will go?
First of all, I said before that the issue of Nigeria is a very, very complex issue. Not only complex, but agitation is only in the mouth of the people. So they have not classified it as a national issue. That's why they are all classified as hooligans. So whoever that is engaging in himself in agitation at the moment, to me, is only just wasting his time, because Nigeria, like I said, I'll keep on saying, Nigeria is indivisible, because no ethnicity knows where they come from and where they belong. Even the people that live in the same house does not justify. They cannot even justify where they belong. The people that live in the same house, let alone calling for agitation or not calling for agitation. The problem of Nigeria is not agitation. Whether somebody wants to break the sky today or the sky is going to fall or not, that is not the problem of Nigeria. Constitution or no constitution, that is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is greediness.
But Ambassador, without constitution, greediness will always be there, because constitution guides behavior.
But when you go into democracy, you compare parliamentary system of government to presidential system of government, you realize that in the parliamentary system of government, there's no constitution.
But a country cannot exist without constitution.
Eh?
A country cannot exist without constitution.
There is no constitution that governs.
In this country, have constitution.
The parliamentary system of government, they run the country through monarch system. Most of them are run like in the UK. There is no constitution that guide all these things. They
have UK constitution. That's why they have sitting, parliamentary sitting.
That's why they have sitting
into constitution.
Because that is the best way to run a society that is diversified. A multicultural society, not a presidential system of government. A presidential system of government is the government of the rich. the poor can never be given room to. So in terms of election we always hold, even if it requires a bloodshed. Nigeria will find a way to hold that election. Even if it's only 1 or 2 people that vote, the remaining people are seconded. The winner of that 2 person will be declared a winner. That is one thing people should put into consideration. You want to stay at home or you want to go and vote. Whether you stay at home or not, if it is 10 people manage to get to the center and they vote, that 10 people will preside over the state or the country, and nothing anybody can do about it. Stay at home or whatever will never stop it. Election in Nigeria will always hold, whether the people like it or not. The question is, are we going to be able to find a formidable candidate that have they have the brain to say, this is our time. We must come together as one to fix the problem. When you don't have a proper, like I said before, Nigeria does not have a data collection, and you want to talk about agitation or talk about election. That election, they're using voters card. One aspirant probably have more voters card more than the whole state. A society where people are voting inside the house, counting ballot paper, they will come and deposit it in the box. It even happened here in our NSV. Let alone to a society or a country as big as Nigeria. So the voters card system they are using in Nigeria is fraud. Until we have a proper population, be able to separate it from the adults and the children, then we can have a proper election, coupled with a formidable candidate, not candidate from Harvard University that is being sponsored by politicians. So those are not the people we want to come and rule the country. If you come from Harvard University, to me, you are not qualified because it's the government of the rich. The poor, the quota system set up in Nigeria should be abolished, so that every state, everybody can put up their hand to contest for election, irrespective of which state you come from. It doesn't matter. As long as you are in Nigeria, you should have a power to stand up and put your hand up to contest election. That's where it's supposed to be. So the 2 things is voters card should be abolished and take a proper population count. And the second one, they should look for a formidable candidate that not from Harvard University, that is not be sponsored by politicians. And the third one, the quota system should be abolished. It has destroyed our soccer. It has destroyed our political arena. It has destroyed our import and export margin. At the end, Nigeria is left in a limbo. They don't even know where we don't even know where we are going, rather than we know where we are coming from. So all Nigeria need is to abolish all this and have a proper data collection. Not just like that, then we need a proper policing. The Nigeria police force should be disbanded and re-employed before talking about constitution, because the people you are going to hand over the constitution to is the police, who is supposed to come here to come and do the needful to implement the law. If they are not yet, they are all corrupt, and you go and write 10 constitution, it's still coming to their hand to be implemented. They will still implement it like what they are doing now. That's the way I see it, bro.
Anyway,
what you're saying.
Yeah, I think I want to say something to add to what Ambassador Jeff just said right now. Anybody who's thinking or who has that plan or that mindset that there won't be election in Nigeria, I think that person is making a very big mistake, because Nigeria, as big as Nigeria is, I don't think there is no amount of agitation or whatever will ever stop election in Nigeria. It's not possible. If we look, when we check on what is happening right away, like some people were protesting that there shouldn't be any election or whatever in Anambra. But I saw in the news where what's his name? Andy Oba or who? What they have forgotten that. We are giving people, giving some of those chips, whatever SUV van, and they are collecting it just for them to vote. So the same people that are saying that there shouldn't be election, there shouldn't be vote or whatever, are collecting already the titles. So I mean, no, I'm just telling you, the point is this: nobody will ever stop election in Nigeria. It's not possible. Nobody will ever stop election in Nigeria. So all these callings of this or that, there shouldn't be any election, there shouldn't be this or that. That it's not going to happen, because there are things that we keep saying all the time, especially when we are here. We keep telling people. Some people say, "Oh, Buhari is under pressure. They should remove him. They should do this one." The man is there. He's not going anywhere. He is there, and all the threat or whatever thing doesn't move him at all. He's even bothered about it. So the truth of the matter is, come 2023 February, there will be election, whether people like it or not. Just like Ambassador,
that is the truth.
There will be election, and the new president will be declared. That's just a simple truth.
So if one part of the states, like the IPOB and the Oduduwa, were saying they don't want election, they want the constitution to be restructured, or they want
brother, I want to say this. I want to say this clearly. Oduduwa is only on paper and Facebook, and IPOB is another thing that is on paper and Facebook. They cannot even stop their mother not to vote, rather than going there making a lot of noises, destroying their state and creating mayhem to make their people suffer. The IPOB have no say in Nigeria, or neither did Oduduwa have any say in Nigeria when it comes to election, in any contest, in any form. It's not constitutionally recognized. It is not even on a face value. It's not recognized. They are only just making all those noise because somebody refused to bribe them. If you give these people 100 million today, they will shut up. So there's no point. Those people are only just going to make noise, make their people suffer for the sin they never committed. That is where I see. Whether there's IPIB, there is ESN in the East, they're only making the people suffer for absolutely no reason. You're telling people not to stay at home, not to go election, not to go to supermarket, not to eat. It will get to a point they will tell people to be putting padlock in their mouth, not to talk. Who is suffering? Who? These people you are telling them to stay at home, you are not giving them. You guys are not paying. You are not giving them food to eat. You are not giving them social benefits. At the end, they gain nothing for staying at home. Remember, Nigeria is a pulverized society. Whether the people like it or not, if you don't work, you don't go to farm, you will never eat. You know. Yeah, that's where I see it.
So do you think, do you think the president as a country, the vital part of the country, these are the main people that bring the money in that country, the Biafrans and the Oduduwa. That's the man. The Northerners doesn't go out. Many things they are enjoying. This vital place, about 60, maybe 60% of the Igbo side, 60% or 40% of the Yoruba side are saying this. Do you think it's the duty of the government to bring these people to table, less talk than everybody?
So,
because
from
lives are going.
It look like you classify the rest of Nigeria as useless because of Biafra and Oduduwa. When it comes to the economy of Nigeria, is there anything the Biafra has brought to Nigeria that is surviving Nigeria, that if they leave, Nigeria will come? Or the Oduduwa? What they control in Oduduwa, the steels and the seaport. Because I don't see anything.
Wait,
it says they have not been able to even manage their cocoa. Let alone saying without Biafra, Nigeria will cease to exist. That is a very, very wrong way of approaching Nigeria.
That's why Nigeria will not let Biafra go, because if Igbos are no longer in Nigeria.
Biafra is something that existed way back in 1969. For now, it's not people that is fighting now. There are people that are fighting now. Have you asked yourself why is the rich not talking about it?
Because they have investment everywhere.
They have investment everywhere. So if you were in my shoe or in the shoe of those people, would you throw your investment away simply because of somebody agitating?
No.
You will not throw your investment away simply because somebody say, okay, I don't like Nigeria. I'm not in Nigeria. I'm Biafra. As a result of that, let me destroy my companies and become poor and go back. Everybody in Nigeria today, to me, is a Nigerian. The rich are Nigerians. The poor are Nigerians. The middle people are Nigerians. As long as there's no Biafra flag raised and recognized in anywhere in the world, no amount of agitation will stop the existence of Nigeria. No.
Okay.
If the Biafra stay at home, Nigeria will collapse. It won't happen.
If Jeff, I've told everybody the greatest mistake any president or any leader in Nigeria will do is to allow Biafras go. Because if Biafras are no longer in Nigeria, that's why Nigerians are struggling to see that Biafra. You see, when you think about vital part of life, when you know you have the power, you make it whatever you like to. No country, no part of the section, no part of the area that want to pull out, Biafra will say, no, don't pull out. Because they know if you pull out, they don't need you. But if Biafra say they want to pull out, you say, I really want them. That's when you know the people that are very vital. If you
Nobody
have
has,
it, no thing.
Excuse me. One thing you don't understand is this. We are three people here. We are three of us are Nigerian. And the three of us here, there's no Biafra among all of us because we're all using.
No, I am a Biafra. I'm a Biafra.
Yeah, we are on the live. We are on the live broadcast now. You have a Nigerian passport with you?
No,
you don't have.
I don't have.
Are you sure? You don't have Nigerian
passport? I throw it in the bin.
You throw it in the bin.
Right now,
brother, we are on a live broadcast. You don't use that kind of languages.
So. No,
okay,
no. If I tell
our brother Kanu said he's a Biafra. When he was arrested, his Nigerian passport number were quoted, and nobody came out to dispute it, whether it's expired, or not. He was holding a Nigerian passport.
He was not holding a Nigerian
passport. Now you are telling us that you threw us yours in the bin, which I know is a lie.
Yeah, but Abazia, listen. The truth is that, like I say, I am now, by geographic, where my parents are and where I was born, is a Biafran territory. If Nigeria should, if Nigeria should let
you were not born, you remember that you were not born a Biafra.
I was not born a Biafra. That's right.
That's good.
But wait. Nnamdi Kanu was born a Biafra. You know that. Nnamdi Kanu was born a Biafra.
And he was using a Nigerian passport.
Because of the situation, that's, in fact, Nnamdi Kanu need to sue Nigerian country because that's the only way he can get out of the country.
How will he sue Nigeria? How?
Because they deny it. That's right. He's a Biafra. Actually, don't have case with that guy. That guy wasn't born in Nigeria. That's true.
He was born in the UK.
About that guy. No. He was born during the Biafra time.
How did he manage to secure a Nigerian passport?
Yeah, because Biafra surrendered to Nigeria, but they want it back.
Biafra surrendered to Nigeria.
Yeah, that's what they said. No way, no vacuum. The war was pending.
There's no Biafra because they give up the agitation long time ago.
But the agreement was not fulfilled.
There was something like agreement.
Today, listen, Jeff, if Biafra is no longer in Nigeria today, other ethnic groups in Nigeria are gone. Let's be honest with that. The only people, and that's why agitation today. Listen, that's why today Fulani herdsmen they were everywhere. If you don't know, in Benin City, Fulani herdsmen have taken over. And it's only Biafra area there have not been much bloodshed like it is. Those territories called Biafran territory, the Middle Belt, the South. That's true. And if they happen to leave, they leave. But that's not the case. We're not talking about Biafra. Let's just continue to talk about the president himself, Well, so it's not about when I come for Biafra agitation, we go for that fully. Let's welcome Chief Diplomat, please. Chief Diplomat, you're welcome.
Mr. Diplomat,
the Chief Diplomat.
I'm going to give him a new name now.
You're welcome.
How was the day, bro? Diplomat.
Very, very good. Thank you, my people, my people.
You're welcome, bro.
The Diplomat is now the live ambassador. He's
Thank you. Thank you,
because
sir.
he has to communicate. He has to communicate with his people.
In Abuja. The chief diplomat is
come on, brother. This guy have crowd. Crowd. You know,
in fact, Chief Diplomat need to be Bayelsa president.
The good part of him,
or governor.
The good part of him is this: he was able to speak his own language from A to Z without speaking English. Not like the Igbo guy who will say something using English to interpret it.
What of you? many Edo friends I have. Do you know? Many Edo friends I have, they will bring Edo and English. One was even telling me today, actually, one called me today from Perth. He was telling me today that, he was talking to his sister, and his sister couldn't even finish Edo language for love.
Don't you see my broadcast?
And that's why Jeff is running to save Edo. He's running to save Edo.
To make sure we don't go into extinction. To make sure Edo language doesn't go into extinction.
But it's late, Jeff. It's late.
It's not late
already.
One thing people you guys don't understand.
Wait.
Listen, English is a language.
Yes.
Igbo is a language. Isoko, Afoma, Uzon, Ibibio, TV, Hausa, Spain, French. All these are all languages. There's no language that is important than the other one. They are all the same. It's just that we showed our birthright to English.
Jeff, let me ask you. Do your children speak Edo?
I'm teaching them.
Yes. I think it's already gone.
You need to teach them. You need to teach them. Because
you have to teach them.
Yeah, you have to teach them.
Oh, good. Anyway, let's welcome Chief Diplomat while we are here. We'll listen to you, bro. So, bro, how's your week? Break it down for us.
Thank you. Thank you, my people. Before I go ahead, let me first of all to send my condolence visit to my brother, Batamda Jeff. I see your post.
Thank you.
Accept my condolences. Accept my condolences.
But you not greet me for my birthday, so you guys are owing me.
Happy birthday. I did comment on the post.
Yeah, Ambassador Jeff, you did comment.
And then I'm not
he
finished
never
now.
comment for one day.
Calm down now. I'm not finished now. So I believe that Ambassador Jeff, you are doing well. Accept my condolences to your family and your in-laws.
Thank you.
May the soul of your mother-in-law, I think it's your mother-in-law.
Yeah, it's my mother-in-law, yes.
Yeah, may her soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
I'm following up your development and everything. And again, my brother from Sapele, I want to wish you happy birthday in arrears. Happy birthday in arrears. And I pray that may the Almighty God protect you and guide you.
Amen.
May you give you the wisdom to become one day the king of Upe. Upe Kingdom.
You gave me the title, and then you add the title to Upe local government chief.
So let me go straight to the point. It's a very wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
And everything was going as the way it is. People always all over the world. The more we are complaining, the more people are still there to make sure that things work well for everybody. And life is all about challenge. Nothing comes easily to anybody. Yeah. It's all about struggle. It's about struggle because whether you like it or not, where you are, you may think you are the poorest person. But when you begin to hear the story of other people, you will now know that you are doing well. So that is to tell you that the society we are living, all fingers are not equal. But everybody has dream. It is for you to move ahead and continue to focus on your dream to make sure that you achieve it, because it is your dream, nobody's dream. Because if you don't press button on it, it cannot come to pass. It's an idea that God gives to you. The more you continue to work on it, the more people buy the ideas, the more you have fans, the more you have followers, and the more you do the right thing. And at the end, everything still go back to the Almighty God. God is the only one that give wisdom, give understanding to human being to do the right thing. Because nobody has power to do the right thing. To do the right thing always come from inspiration from God. So I believe this is a very wonderful week to all of us. And I want to wish all viewers all over the world happy weekend. And I believe the best is yet to come. I can see that today's discussion, people are talking about voting or no voting in Nigeria 2023. I think it's a very critical issue.
And the Constitution too.
And the
if
Constitution
should be amended.
And if you look at it, my areas of agitation I always talk about is 1999 Constitution is a fraudulent constitution. That constitution is in fact, it's not a constitution. It's a document of few group of people. It's a document of few group of people. A few group of people come together in a beer parlor and begin to draft out a document, and they pronounce it as a constitution through the kind of connection they have at that time, without the knowledge of the people. That's why you can see that the constitution did not carry everybody along. That's the reason why you see agitation left, right, and center. And if we really want to get it right for country Nigeria, for the growth and development for all ethnic nationality, it is right time we look at the 1999 Constitution, scrap it, and look for new constitution. And all tribes and all ethnic nationality must come for roundtable discussion. And then your own areas of opinion, my own areas of opinion, all of us will come together and then draft out a new constitution that is going to carry out everybody along. Like what Ambassador Jeff was saying, no tribe is useless. Every tribe is being created by God, and no tribe is superior than any other tribe. All tribes are equal. It's the same God who creates every tribe. It's the same God creates all of us that is speaking here today. So if you cannot speak your language, that is your own problem, because you cannot leave your language for other people. God knows why He brings you from your own ethnic nationality. That is the beauty about human being. Unity in diversity. That's why we talk about unity in diversity. Because all languages are important. Even the English language we are talking about today, the advantage of it is that it makes all of us to speak and to understand ourselves because of the different languages we have. Otherwise, it could have also difficult for us to understand ourselves in terms of business and other areas of consideration. So, which I believe that languages are very important. That is why I'm an advocate of Africa traditional system. I believe in Africa traditional system. We must go back to our traditional system. By doing that, we get it right, because most time the English language also giving us confusion. It's not everybody who go to school understand English language. It's not everybody who wrote Constitution really understand what they put in that document. This is where we are having problem, because language barrier is one of the constitution we are facing today. People adopted a language called English language. And most of our constitution today, we see today, 1999 Constitution is a document that brought from the United States. It's a borrow constitution. We borrow a lot of things from Western culture. And it's affecting us because our people in the village do not understand English. How can they be able to flow? It is time that we begin to look at every languages in the country Nigeria, make every language become compulsory. In your own area, in your own community, your language should become compulsory, so that every side that be giving birth will be able to speak your language, and also to interpret it fluently with English language in order to make us understand ourselves as people. Because no language is useless. Every language is important. As far as the human being and the ethnic nationality in Nigeria is concerned, that is one. Secondly, I believe that in the issues of Nigeria, either voting or no voting, whether we like it or not, election will still take place in 2023. That is the truth. Because the present government is ready. They are ever ready to make sure that election, because politicians, where they get their benefit is election. So you can see that every politicians, every camp, you can see camp are regrouping, camp are fighting. Tomorrow, you will see before from now to 2022, many things will be unfolding. You will see a lot of people decamping from one political party to another political party, because some persons have already spent their 8 years in another political party. They may not have the chances to go again. So the best thing is to leave that political party and go for where they are going to get advantage. That is politics of Nigeria for you. And that is why it is very important that we that is not part of political animal, we are not part of political party. I mean, it is time we begin to look at the issues of mandate, the issues of vision. What is the vision of that party? That party, what is their mandate? What are their areas of consideration? What are they going to bring to the table should be the concern of everybody. It is not about the political party. That I always say that why we are having problem as a people in the country, because the mentality of voting political party is the underdevelopment of Nigeria today. Because we did not study character of people. We did not study behavior of people. We did not study the vision and the mission of political party. What are they there for? What can they bring to the table? Should be the mindset. That is why we must able to look at candidate, not political party. Immediately we look at the political party. My brother is political party and my sister is also political party. So because he's there, I'm going to vote for her. This is where we are getting problem. It must be a candidate. Who is the best candidate among all the political parties? Even the smallest party. The smaller party. Sometimes people say we have two major political parties, which is the All Progressive Congress, APC, and PDP. And these are two. This is not a right language. We have other political parties. The question there is that who is the best candidate that can fix the problem of Nigeria? Where is the best candidate coming from among all the political parties? The smallest political party, it does not matter. It is not about the crowd of the political party. It's about the quality. It's about the competency. Who can able to bring the development? Who can able to bring infrastructural development? Who can able to work for the benefit of all tribes without sentiment, without bringing religious mentality, without bringing ethnic mentality, but looking at everything holistically about the national integration, about how the country can come together, how the ethnic group made up of this country can come, because every tribe will have something to contribute for the benefit of this country. Ijo also have, Benin also have, Agbo also have, Ichekiri also have, every other tribe like Fulani or Igbo, Yoruba, every other person has something to bring to the table. It is when we begin to leave the mentality of ethnic mentality, religious mentality, and think about the survival need. What can we do to better the life of the citizens of a country, whereby everybody can able to proud of where you come from, without thinking about, irrespective of your political party, irrespective of your family background, irrespective of your community, irrespective of your religious, irrespective of your Christian or your denomination. It's all about what can you do to help the situation of this country. That's why I always say that Nigeria is crying for visionary leaders. Leader with vision, leader with passion, leader with integrity, leader with accountability, leader with competency. Those are characters. Leader with character, good character. Not leaders that believe in money, but leaders that believe, not leaders that believe in a project, in paper, in file, but leaders that believe in the project. Are you with me,
before
Emmanuel?
Before I continue, do you want me to ask one question? Should we like take out Quran and Bible in our parliament and bring like we bring like Shiran, you know, like the men native doctors? No, so that my brother, this is getting out of hand. We bring the men native doctors, the highest native doctor in the villages. They will swear before they get to that office. Say, if I don't do this, the Ogun or the Amadioha or whatever it is as well to will strike their life to death. Because it seems like people put all their hands in the Bible and Quran.
Is that the question like, you asked?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay, let me answer that question. Let me tell you, my brother, it is not the Holy Bible or Quran that giving us problem. That's why I said it is about character. character. We must understand the political environment. How do you expect somebody who does not have character, who is believed of only the election period are going to spend money to buy the people mind, and then after election you will not see them anymore? Is that Christian that did this? Is that Suran law, or is that Muslim law, whatever you call it? It is not about traditional. The thing is that it is about your character, attitude. You cannot give what you don't have. That is what we need to know. How do you study about human life? If you don't value human life, you cannot help human beings. If you don't have the spirit of giving, you cannot give. Even though you have billions of dollars in your house, you cannot give. So it is about character. It is about what did you have? What are the things you have to offer to the society? It is not about your traditional belief. It's not about your Christian. It's not about your Muslim. It's not about the cultism you belong to. It's about the character. What feeling do you have? What do you think you can do for your country to better? So whether you bring Shuraim come, you bring a native doctor. Those who want to do bad things, still going to do bad things. That is the truth. Whether you bring the highest native doctor, the highest native doctor tomorrow, they can even bribe. Let me tell you, they can even bribe the native doctor. The next the native doctor say, where did you one shop? Where did you the fight for? The next thing you see, they'll say, buy goat, come, buy this, come. They are going to provide to the native doctor. I know they will do different things. So it's not about whether you bring native doctor or you bring pastor, you bring imam. It's not the issue. What the issue there is genuine characters, behavioral system. You know, sometimes people study politics based on constitutionalism. In the constitutionalism approach cannot help us. It is time we look at the behavioral approach, the character, the human being, the attitude of that person. How this person look about the society. What can this person do? What can this person bring to the table, irrespective of the political party? Now, what we look at it is that, look at the youth. Our country, Nigeria, sometimes we blame politicians. The youth are the problem. Let's first of all to focus the attitude of the youth. Can you vote without collecting money? Can you work for a political party that has no money but they have a qualified candidate? Can you work for that candidate to emerge as a president of the country? This should be the orientation. What we need now in Nigeria is political and social orientation. Giving proper orientation to our youth, working for politicians without collecting money, but looking at competency, those who have the character, those who have the attitude to deliver. When they promise something, they do what they say. These are the area that we need to focus. If we can able to get the mindset of the youth to understand character and competency in leadership, then I tell you, the issues of Nigeria problem will be addressed holistically. It is the character, attitude of our youth. Let us first of all to focus on the attitude of our youth, the attitude of the Joy youth, the attitude of Benin youth, the attitude of Agbo youth, the attitude of Igbo youth, the attitude of Ogoni youth, the attitude of Shekiri youth, the attitude of Urobo youth, the attitude of Onioma youth, the attitude of Yoruba youth, the attitude of Fulani and Hausa, the attitude of those youth must be identified. Let us identify problem first. If you don't identify problem, you cannot solve problem. So the problem is not the leaders, but most problem is from the youth. How can the youth? Because you can see when some people believe that it is it's only electoral period they make money. So when time of election, you will see them galvanizing for people who does not have character, who does not have the leadership quality. A leader must have a quality. That leadership quality must be pursued, must be demonstrated to the people to see the genuineness and the competency, how to address issues without sentiment, without politics, without being politicizing the real issues. It is all about reality. This is the real issues. Can you address it without attaching religious? Can you address it without attaching politics? Can you address it without attaching ethnicity? These are the issues. It's about mindset. Let us talk about the mindset of Nigeria youth. If we can capture the mindset of Nigeria youth, every problem of underdevelopment, every problem of lack of infrastructure, all will be handled and be addressed systematically. So what I will tell you, my people, it is about how are we going to capture the mindset of Nigeria youth. This should be the concern of all of us. If we can capture the mindset and begin to know that your money is not what we want, but what we want is your promise. You promise the people, you deliver your promise. When we begin to see men with character and attitude, genuine mind to say, okay, Nigeria is my country. Before I say anything, I am Nigeria. And then if I'm in Nigeria, Igbo is Nigeria, Yoruba is Nigeria, Ijo Obini is Nigeria. So when you come to office, you look at competency, character of people. Minister, look at now, President Mohamed Buhari just sacked 2 ministers. The question is that, is it only that 2 ministers that is the problem of this country? There are so other juicy ministers that are supposed to do something to help the country. He has not touched them. He has not touched them. The people he sacked recently, what is the agriculture and blah, 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 and this and that. But there are other ministers, right, siphoning money every day, and they are not doing their responsibility. They are not doing their work. So the best thing to do as a president, when you appointed people and the people are not doing what you expected them to do, is for you to sanction them and look for a competency and irrespective of tribal, religious, whatever. Look at who can do that work and bring him. It is not about who work for you. Do you know why we get it wrong every time in politics? So person campaign for me for election. Let me bring him to be a minister. That person, is he doing what you expected him to do? No. You can bring somebody who is not part of any political party, a technocrat who understand what's supposed to be in the country. You look at those who were being areas, you look at people who are specialized in particular field of study. Bring them in. This is why you talk about technocrat. It's not about who supported you in the election. You can give them contract to help them. If you want to help them, those who supported you. But when you talk about issues about the country, you bring technocrats, those who understand the field. How will you appoint people to be minister of power? And people of power that they don't even understand what power is all about. How will you bring somebody to be minister of agriculture and the person did not even understand what agriculture is all about? How will you bring somebody to be minister of transportation and the person did not even have the knowledge of transportation? How will you bring somebody to be minister of aviation and the person did not understand what aircraft, what aviation is all about? It is all about brought somebody who understands that area of specialization to work. Thank you, Ambassador Jeff.
Thank you.
We can't hear you.
You mute your this thing.
We can't hear you.
I'm muted. It's the whole thing
Okay,
is
it's coming.
cracking. I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of noise on the back. So let me get a charger to charge the phone before he cut off.
Okay.
All right.
So
yeah.
So like what I'm trying to say here is that our problem is not about the politicians alone. This is where we begin to look at bottom top system. Look at the bottom. What are they doing? In the various community, what are the work of the youth? In every community, there are youth leaders. There are community chairmen, woman leader, every communities. They still have what they call traditional rulers. The traditional rulers, what is their responsibility? How are they sensitizing the youth around their villages, around their kingdom and clans? So if you want to put blame in government, let us, because like what they made us to believe that governments, there are areas of socialization. There are areas of specialization. And this area of socialization started from the family, started from the community, from the church, to the market, to the party, worship place. These are areas of socialization. What are they gaining? What are the things they have gained? What are those things they want to do different? So the youth have a responsibility. He has a very enormous responsibility to perform. If truly we want Nigeria to work for all of us, we must look at this area and get it right. Like that is why most time I always use, for instance, to use our brother Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu, as for instance, for example, Nnamdi Kanu could have been the emperor of the Southeast if Nnamdi Kanu judiciously or make use of the kind of crowd he has at that time. God give him the population. But Nnamdi Kanu did not apply the best approach, where he can able to use to hold the Eastern region down to his own favor. By now, if I'm the one that has that crowd that Nnamdi Kanu have, by now I could have adopted a system whereby every government house you see all my boys. It does makers does not become king. They always stay in their room to make king. So I believe that what we are saying here is about character. Let us study ourselves inwardly. What can you do? What can you do to help the society? What can the youth do? It's not about sentiment. It's not about religious. It's not about the political party you belong to. It's about what can you do to transform your community, your local government, your state, and to the federal level. If we can able to have that mindset, I believe Nigeria will be a better place for all of us. Today, the insecurity we are seeing here and there, the insecurity is all about most youth in Nigeria are jobless. Most youth in Nigeria are jobless. And because they are jobless, that is why you can see banditry, you see this, you see here. If somebody that have job may not have the mindset to go and do different things. So I believe if truly somebody is being engaged, early morning you wake up in the morning, you bath, you dress up, you go to your office, you will never think to go and carry arms. You never think to go and do kidnapping. So it is because of jobless that is they say idle mind is a double workshop. That is why you can see that those who are living idle mind, the devil begin to use them. So that is why Nigeria government, from the local government to federal government to state government, need to create jobs. If there are enough jobs in Nigeria, I tell you, many youth could have not become courtesan. Many youth could have not become banditry or whatever they call it. Insurgency could have not been, because they are living joblessly. This joblessness is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria today. The governors are not there to provide jobs. The senators are there, they cannot provide jobs. The ministers are there, all the portfolios. Some ministers are controlling different processes and different departments and ministries. They cannot provide one job, single job they cannot provide for the youth. Lack of job is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria today. If our people can create job for all of us, the youth, none of them will force themselves to become banditry. It's lack of job. So the government need to create more avenue, more infrastructure to create job. Do you know how many people graduate for a year? Do you know how many universities we have in Nigeria? Do you know how many total of number of people graduate every year? And where is this job to accommodate them? We are graduating many students from different fields of study. At the end of your 4 years in university, you'll be graduated, no job, nothing to start up from. At the end of the day, you go back to the societal life again because no job. Most of our youth today who are graduates are Okada riders. Some now keke nape, some taxi, some Uber, some boat. So that will tell you that a country that does not provide job opportunity is a country that has a problem to cause insecurity. So Nigeria was programmed to fail. Nigeria as a country was programmed to fail because of the kind of leadership that is immersed to be governor, that is immersed to be minister, that is immersed to be president. We are lacking the technocrat that's supposed to do the best thing for the country to provide infrastructure. Look at what people are talking about. There are people say Dangote refinery. If a single man, a businessman, can create a refinery for himself, what is the work of government? The state government, local government, and the federal government. So they will wait for Dangote as a sole protectorship to provide the refinery. Then before you now go and make use of a refinery of Dangote, then what is the work of Kaduna refinery? What is the work of Warri refinery? What is the work of Port Harcourt refinery? These are refinery that is there. Are they working? What about the seaport? The Nigeria Port Authority. These are areas that are supposed to generate job opportunity. The Nigeria Port Authority, when you go to those places, they cannot maintain it. This is where we are having problem. If those places can be put in order, there must be a lot of job opportunity for our youth. When our youth are constructively engaged to resume work, you can see they will be contributing their knowledge they acquire in university. So my brother, what I will tell you today is, it is the character of leadership. The kind of character of leadership we are elected to position is the cause of insecurity in Nigeria today. If we can able to select leaders with genuine characters, leaders with competency, leaders who believe that this country must something tremendous, something enormous must take place in order to better the life of all Nigerians. When we begin to produce such visionary leaders, I believe country will be moved forward. That's why I always tell you people, Nigeria as a country has no problem. It is the people, it is the attitude, it is the character of the leaders we produce that is giving us problem today. And I want to use this medium to also to advise every Nigeria youth that it is time you stop criticizing Nigeria as a country. Criticize the leaders. It is the leader they need to, not the Nigeria. Nigeria is just a name. It is the leaders. If you want to really criticize, it is the leader you need to criticize, not Nigeria. Nigeria is just a name. It is the attitude of people who are occupying that government house at the problem of this country. If we want to really get it right, we must definitely to hold our leaders accountable for the atrocities, for the dangers, for the predicament they have caused in this country because of failure leadership that lack vision. Lack of visionary leaders we produce in Nigeria is the cause of insecurity, is the cause of underdevelopment. For instance, look at what happened. I'm coming, sorry. Mathias. Finally, let me just say this. Look at what happened in Nigeria Data Development Commission, NDDC. The Minister of Nigeria Data Affairs, Chief Godswill Akpabio, have submitted a lot of Ghana must go to the Malami, Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, that is the forensic audit. Now, the question is that how many months or how many weeks, how many years are they going to study those documents in that Ghana must go? Is it dollar or what will you call that kind of a paperwork? How can they study? Can they not modernize it and put it in a flash drive where somebody can go through it and to bring that Ghana must go? A full Ghana must go, like I see it is a dollar in the inside that Ghana must go. So when you look at Nigeria, now they said those Ghana must go, look at them very well. It's all about read and die or read and confuse. It's another part of confusion. Who is going to study those Ghana must go that is there? When you look at those Ghana must go, who is going to take time to study them? When you know insecurity in this place. So I must say, you can continue. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much for enlightening us about what is going on in Nigeria. Like I really said to my people, that the life we live is what we make out of it, irrespective of how you want to define it. It is our all equal responsibility to live together as one. Our responsibility to take it upon ourselves and call ourselves the future of tomorrow, the leaders of tomorrow.
Not that we are future people.
Leaders of today. The day we forget that we are not leaders, that is the day we begin to fall. Now, thank you for talking about the insecurity. This is one of my ultimate preaching that I've done over the years. The first form of security is electricity. No electricity, no security. The second one is water supply to every home, which Nigeria today has turned a society into a borehole, a time bomb waiting to explode. The only way the country is still surviving is because we are not prone to earthquake. Nigeria has been turned into a borehole society, a society that has no equal right and justice, a society that cannot feed yourself with common water that we have all around the country. A society that have water board, paying civil servant salary from January to December, and these are people who does not supply water to your home. Why are they working? This is a question I keep asking myself. The third part of the security is roads. A society that have not been able to maintain common roads. All the governors have a construction company registered in their name. They go and make road where a heavy sun beat their roads, it start begin to melt. Where it rains, it wipe all of them out. How can a governor of a state have a construction company? In a society that does not have tender, nobody bid for tender. When a construction company bid for tender, the governor's companies will emerge the first one. Then the more he will award the contract to himself. The contract will be done now, hand over to either the permanent secretary to reallocate that contract. At the time the contract gets to the person who's going to do it, the money is finished. That is the society we are living on. That's what I said before. The life we live is what we make out of it. Our society is one of the most noise-making society. Instead of us to face the real problem of the society, all they are busy doing is agitating to destroy what the society has already built. I can remember Babangida must go. Before Babangida must go, we have telephone in the streets.
Jeff, excuse. Whenever you say Babangida must go, you remember Ghana must go. So don't say that so Ghana people don't get upset.
Nah, they can go to, or they can upset to go know why they are upset. The problem is that Babangida must go destroyed the entire country. Babangida must go. We were having phone booths. We were having business centers. We were having traffic lights. We were having so many infrastructures that was existing. All they did was to destroy those amenities. Ever since Babangida must go to this very moment, no single amenities being replaced. Nigeria become a doomed society with no infrastructures. You can't imagine a passenger budgeted about $10 billion for electricity. Yaradua budgeted $10 billion for electricity. Gulata came the budget the same amount, $10 billion for electricity. Buhari probably have budgeted almost $20 billion for electricity, and yet we cannot light one bulb. It's the only country in the surface of Africa or surface of the universe that have half current or low current. That's one place I've already seen when you on a TV, the TV will be running like this. You can't see a society that you on TV, you hear all those society. We need to find a way to refurbish the brain or the mindset of the people. Like I said, if Nigeria is to run a better society, do not vote for any candidate for Harvard University. They are all corrupt. They are all sponsored by politicians. These are not our people. Their mindset is to come and steal, not to feast. Our infrastructure is turned out to be second is the most pulverized place you can ever live on the surface of the earth. If you are going to Nigeria, just fly out of Nigeria, and when you are coming back, and see how you look like. It's a rubbish dump, like the Akopele full of roadside are all red sand, all of them full of red sand. Gutters that can never, that water cannot pass through. A society that will make end-to-end gutter. It flow into here and burst out from the other end. This is a society we need people with intellectual thinking, people that have a brain of mindset. We need to begin to teach our children how to say the truth instead of lying. We need to stop voting for politician children. We need to think, why must these people rule us from independence to this present day? They will tell you went to Harvard University to go and learn what? How to steal. We don't need any candidate from there. Nigeria as a society need to reorganize themselves and think, why must we vote for Tinubu? Why must we vote for Osomule? Why must we vote for all these fraudulent people who do not care about you and me? Why should we vote for somebody that will not give me electricity, that will not give me good road, that will not give me good health, that will not give me a good education? So these are things Nigerians need to think about. And the way forward is for them to understand we are living in a very, very bent society. Nigeria map is bent like this. That's why people that are agitating for division are able to make the loudest noise because they have not been bribed. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you very much. Thank you. You know, what you guys have been saying here is so, hurtful, because Nigeria, we have, chief diplomat said about the graduate. We have a lot of graduates that graduate from engineering. Yet the government have the avenue to provide those places, provide platform. You know, one thing we enjoy in this country we are in, they have what we call enabled environment. The enabled environment is whatever you want to achieve, it's easy for you to achieve it. Government have created everything for you. It's just for you to put that small input and do those things. Cheers, bro. If you want to be engineer, there's a place where there's a video I will bring soon. Anybody that's watching me, a video will come out soon. I took this video inside Australian what they call it, technology school or tech school. They call it tech school. And this tech school is not all about writing and reading and writing. It's about those mechanics you have on the streets. You know, we have a lot of many mechanics on the street. We have carpenters, we have electricians, but are these people doing it safe? They are not doing it safe. So those tech school is where you take this guy. They only go there to work with their hands, and they tell them the name in English. These days we have model cars. Some cars these days you can access your, your WhatsApp, your Instagram and everything. If you give this car to guys that did not went to school, that did not go to school, they will smash this car for you because it's something to do with tech. It's not about loose and tight again. It's about diagnosing the car by putting all those their tech things. Once you put it on top of the engine and start the car, it will actually tell you where the problem is. So I want Nigerians to begin to think about this. Say the government have to create jobs. When you create jobs so that you can be able to have a job. The agitation. Even Nnameka himself said it. He said, if everything is working in this country, why will I be agitating? He said, if Ukwacha, Port Harcourt, and all those seaports is working, why will I be agitating? I told the Nigerian government, if you have this country, we have 36 states, right? You put all these to 36 states, you create tech school, 6 on each state, university functioning, light is there so that people can be able to be creative. In Australia, you see people in their home, they are building different things, going out there, doing a lot of things. Nigeria doesn't need more. Nigeria doesn't need much. Just little things like this, you will see a lot of people being creative. So I think government is the problem. And we people too, we are the problem too. Could you imagine during election, somebody will give you a bag of rice and you say your destiny for 10 years, for 8 years. Somebody will give you one rapper. You say your destiny for maybe for 12 years and vote for him. You won't ask this guy, what will I get? Chief diplomat, you talk about contract. I don't believe that if you sponsor me, I have to give you contract. That contract has been an issue that we have. We saw what happened in Edo. A governor gave a contract for them to make the road. These guys, they came there and poured cement on the road. Yeah. What a shame. They came and poured cement. So you only have to write 3 cars.
Shaibu quickly ran down there to go and start looking for the contract.
But who will you blame? You blame the government. You blame the government. We have people like Julius Berger. You see, Wike, is that Wike? Wike, people say a lot of things against Wike, but I like him for one thing. The contract, he awarded the contract to the right company. Julius Berger. He didn't give it to individual. He can be sure, guarantee that those things he built there will last years, will last decades, because he give it to the right people. That's what our governors felt. If you want to build roads, we have, if somebody is coming for contract, he must tell you where he has his own company, and everything. You can't just give businessman like me. I came to sort of campaign, bro. If you give me campaign, I will not do anything. I will just organize youth to come and tie whatever they do. I give them money. That's all. It will be like pound wise, pound foolish. Money that you used to do, maybe even though it's 1 kilometer you did, it will last 10 years. It's better than doing 50 kilometers that will last a day. Our Nigerians, we need to work. We need to work. And to me, again, I will come back this because on the bottom line of this thing, the whole country have to come around table. The agitation problem must be put at rest. If the things is not working together, there's no way you force people to be together. Nigeria is too big. Nigeria is about 200 million people, and you are just only one people want to control. I don't think it will work.
China is 1.20 billion. India is 1.20 billion. America is 200 million.
They come at round table. That's why they come at round table. China today, if Rochas is in China, they will kill Rochas today. If Buhari, Jonathan, what's it called? Hope Uzodinma, all these politicians are in China, they could have killed them long time. They won't see day. So if you're talking about China, they come to table, then those people that does not agree, then they liquidate them. That's what we have to do. If Nigeria is thinking we can't move forward without bringing people to round table, it's like marrying a woman that doesn't want to marry you. Every time we're having problem. Anyway, Prince, do you want to say something? This is what you are doing. Yeah. You want to say something? Yeah.
Well, just like we still the same thing. We are all saying the same thing. We are saying the same thing because exactly what Chief Diplomat said is the same thing Ambassador Jeff said, and it's the same thing I said earlier, and you as well. So we all knew that the problem of Nigeria, just like he said, is we Nigerians, not about the name of the country, because we are the Nigerians and we are the one voting the people. We are the one voting the people. So when we vote the right candidates, I think things will be better. And there is another thing also, which I had someone, there was a pastor, something like that pastor was ministering. He said that the problem that we are having in that country, for example, we have a lot of ministers of God, we have a lot of big pastors and all the rest of them. Why are they not coming for election? Why are they not getting into those positions? So that they will, since they have the fear of the Lord, they will be able to do what? Lead the people on the right way, the way it's supposed to. So why do we still have to a lot of them are in their various churches and they will tell you, oh, we are going to pray for God to remove this one and this one. So if God removed Buhari and you are not willing to step in to fix things, so who will be there? So since you're not willing to step in and put things in order, then God will still allow Buhari to be there to do things the way he wants it. So, what we should do is, if there is a way, they should, what do you call it? I don't know the English for it, that they need to change this political something. Remove, I've said it before, put something like from this age to this age. These are the people that we want to rule us. We don't need all these old men anymore. Just like Ambassador Jeff said, these people their mindset is all about stealing, taking advantage of whatever thing we have. They just spend our money anyhow they want it. So why the youths are suffering, graduates are scattered all over the place, no job, nothing. So I have a friend that is coming back to Philippines. Right now he's in Turkey. He's in Istanbul. When he called me this afternoon, you know what he told me? He said, since he has been traveling, yesterday is the worst travel, in Nigeria airport in Lagos, that the whole place is like the whole country is running out. Everybody's running out of the country. It's crowded. It's super crowded. It took him how many hours? The flight that's supposed to leave 5 something, they were in the airport until past 10 p.m. You see, so there is problem. So people are trying to escape the country based on all this agitation, what is going on, the social media and everything that is going on in Nigeria, creating fears and everything into the minds of people, letting people know that they are killing this one, they are killing that one, they are hiking the whole thing. So there is confusion everywhere. So what we need to do is, we need to calm down, pray, and at the same time Let's vote for the right people. Vote for the right people, not for people that will give us a bag of rice or people that will come and promise us heaven and earth, and at the end they didn't do anything. We have all the resources to make Nigeria the best country in the world. We're supposed to have. I think there was the time I was in Abidjan. I was coming from Cote d'Ivoire, coming to Nigeria. Then I think Ghana was celebrating their 10 years constant light. There is no one single day for power failure. 10 good years they were celebrating. So these are things that we should do. Water and create jobs and all the rest of them. Then another area again I would like to say something is all the governors and the senators and everything. Everyone is pointing fingers on Buhari. Yes, Buhari has his own fault, but at the same time, our governors also have the mindset. Their mindset is all about stealing and doing the worst thing, because all those allocations have been given to them. They are not making good use of it. Just like what you said now, they gave this one the governor award contract to someone. They will just go and pour cement there. That is stealing. Everybody had that mind of stealing. Even some government, what do you call it? I think in Lagos also, Julius Berger, they stole from people. Julius Berger, they pour sand also in some part of Lagos, that Ajegule area. Last December I was there, oh my God, your car, even if you bring Lexus, your Lexus will break down immediately. Your Lexus will break down in Ajegule, everywhere. So, and we have Julius Berger there. They can't do anything. They are the ones, because when you see the road, they will just pour sand everywhere. Nothing. It's very discouraging. So,
that is the fault of the governor, not Julius Berger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is all about voting the right people that have that mind, the fear of God, people that have the love for the people. Like here in Philippines, where we are, a lot of when the president award a contract, look at the roads everywhere. They are just constructing the roads. Everything is moving.
Bro, you need to see Australia.
Okay. You see,
Australia,
so these are things that Nigerians should learn. We try to vote the right people. Just like now, chief diplomat here, this is a man that has the mind for the people. Why can't we vote for somebody like that? Put him in the government house. Put him in what do you call it? Let him be a governor of his state.
Are you sure if he gets there, he's not going to change?
And you will see changes. So, but when we leave the right people and vote for the wrong people, they'll be stealing and
no, you will not change. Chief
diplomat will never change. No, I have confidence in him.
There's something I tell people.
I'm coming.
There's something I tell people. I say there's something that church do. There's something that is already inborn in people, that even though they go to church, it will not change them. Before I became a Christian, I'm telling you, I challenge Christians in doing good. There's some people that they're already doing good already. So if they become a Christian, it doesn't matter. Money doesn't change people. So as I'm looking at you, it's hard. It will be hard.
To send a warning to most of those pastors. I did send a warning to all of them. If you are a pastor where? Don't go pastoring with fake anointing oil. Not just only fake anointing oil.
Ambassador Jeff, leave that one. Leave that one for God. God will be the one to judge.
Come out of the church.
Ambassador, you go get rival. Ambassador, let's leave that one.
Leave that one for God. God will judge that one. Leave that one.
Back on his pocket.
We'll bring. We'll start now. Okay.
Ambassador Jeff and Imam, let me just come in about something that comes to my mind. They said that there are two things always bring confusion or disagreement among people. These two things, religious and ethnicity. And let me also say this. We are having problem in the country Nigeria simply because in those days, they will make you to believe that politics is a dirty game.
Exactly.
Listen to the language. Politics is a dirty game. And when they say it's a dirty game, those who are genuine people afraid to be part of participating in politics.
Yes,
then,
yes.
Because of that dirty game mentality, they begin to allow Agbero that standing in the road.
Somebody like Hope.
Somebody like Ibo.
No.
So they were now brought in Agbero, who are there that did not even understand what is administrative system is all about. Like what some of the political philosophers, they said, to rule people, you must bring the philosophical kings. The question is that, who are those philosophical kings? Who are those people that call kings? Then look at it now. This mentality of politics is a dirty game. It now become a big problem. Today, what we are facing today is that the politics of Nigeria, we are giving birth to people who do not even have the knowledge of administration. You understand? Who did not even understand what is government is all about. Some people will tell you, ask them, what is government? They will tell you government is a systematic arrangement between families and friends. So that mentality of families and friends, they go in with the mentality of families and friends. So when you become a governor, you look at your friends, you look at your family, begin to give appointment, give contract, without knowing whether this your family people you are talking about, this your friends you are talking about, really understand what is dividends of democracy. So if you did not have the knowledge, the ideology of dividends of democracy, it's just like when you make somebody who did not understand the Holy Bible to become a pastor, he begins to give you a different interpretation of the Bible. This is what we are facing today. And people have seen Christianity as a lucrative business. When you are a pastor in one church, tomorrow you left that church, you establish your church, and you call it a name. You give it one name, that you are a prophet, so and so, healing ministry, this and that. And you can see, and tomorrow that we say, this is a word of God, oh, don't judge, allow God to judge. You know, there are some kind of things that we human beings are doing that is giving us problem today. One thing we need to know as a people is that problem that we refuse to solve today is the problem tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, that's right, yeah.
And when you look at it, these political leaders we are talking about, how will you give a bill to somebody who did not even have the strength to read what is inside that document? What is inside that content? Some ministers don't even write. They have permanent secretary. Permanent secretary do the whole thing, forward the whole letter for them. They don't get time to look what is inside that document. What they need is documents are already in the full table. They begin to sign and go without looking at what is there in that document. So when you look what is happening today, it is inability of leaders to review and to check what is within them. Because you see, let me also tell you, when we say Nigeria problem, most of Nigeria problem, when you trace it very well, civil servant. The civil servant are also a lot of problem. When they will tell you bureaucracy, this bureaucracy we are talking about, they are also part of the problem in this country. Maybe for instance, a road that is supposed to do within 2 months, that road paper will pass through one desk to one desk, from one desk to one desk, and they will tell you so man is not around, he is travel out, waiting for him. You see, there are some areas that government policies are also inimical to the development of what we want, because those policies are tactics of divide and rule. sometimes delay tactics. And look at electricity. When you talk about electricity, do you want to tell me that they don't know company that can provide electricity for this country? Every year, billions of naira and dollars being spent for electricity in every successive government. But we are still talking about electricity. This government will come, electricity. The other problem is inconsistency of government policy. You come tomorrow, whatever thing A did there, say that is not a good idea. You abandon it, you brought your own idea, which is mean you start from scratch again.
Yes.
And what of the money that been spent by the past government? The project, the incompleted project, all those money they spend become abandoned and the money become waste. Then the new ideology now come. That new ideology will also generate new spending, new fund. Then taxpayers continue paying money. You understand? If you look very well, there are some people in this country, they don't pay tax, but they are the ones that still benefit from the taxpayers' money. They don't pay tax. You understand? When you look all of those things, then why you mentioned Jonathan when you were talking that if Jonathan, Buhari, blah 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 in China, they have killed them according to Emmanuel Uche.
Yes, they could have excluded.
I'm coming. Let me also go to that area. Killing them you are talking about is leaders. Every leader has what is called ideology. The most important thing is that ideology, is it positive ideology or negative ideology? Every ideology has advantages and disadvantages. You must look at that ideology. Not every idea is positive ideas. There are some ideas and negative ideas. And these negative ideas, if people do not have quickness to observe a lot of those ideas, it is the cause of confusion today. How will you say we have a Minister of Foreign Affairs? Minister of Foreign Affairs. What is their policies? What is their diplomatic policies between Nigeria and other international relations?
Yeah.
What is the supremacy? The supremacy of what we are talking about. Then look at all of those areas. And I will tell you that Nigeria problem, if you want to truly understand the challenges of this country, in fact, not only politicians, the challenge of this country is also coming from the civil servant. The civil servant, they are the red demon. Because civil servants believe that there is one thing they always say. They will tell you, wait for your time. Wait for your time. What does that statement stand for? A board of directors.
Corruption.
A board of directors will tell you, maybe the senior person, deputy director, or maybe deputy director account, or deputy director procurement. Look at the procurement law. The procurement law, Nigeria procurement laws need to be reviewed very well, because some of those procurement laws are inimical to the development of Nigeria and the country. A contractor will come, they will give you a lot of conditionalities. This conditionality in the sense that you will fulfill this, you will fulfill that, you will fulfill through procurement law. At the end of the day, they also have what is called backdoor receipt. This backdoor receipt is that they're going to increase the amount of the money in that contract. A contractor will go to the field, there is a backdoor receipt. A contractor will not allow to spend all the money that given to him, and a fake document must be established. That fake document was sent back to the procurement, and the procurement people is going to master it as if the contractors has finished his job, because they have also received their backdoor receipt. So these issues are issues that not only politicians, sometimes some governors have a very good mindset to develop their state, but because of bureaucracy, these bureaucracies are also some of the hindrances of development of various local government to state level to the federal level. Because how will you expect a civil servant? How much is a salary of civil servant? A civil servant will not building a house of billion, a house of million. And then how much are they paying this civil servant for a month? How much is the salary?
And nobody questioned them.
And nobody questioned them. So to tell you that a civil servant can make your government to succeed, they can also rubbish your government for you. Because do you know that sometimes ministers will be given appointment? The minister given appointment is the chief executive officer of that ministry. But let me tell you something, my people. When the Federal Civil Service Commission, under the Minister of Accountant General will now deploy its own subset. Some of them were known as Director of Finance and Account. Director of Finance Account will be deployed to different ministries, and a minister that has the portfolio as a minister sometimes will be banned by the law of the civil servant, which is the bureaucracy. Sometimes a minister can pass a fine. If the DFA, Director of Finance Account, cannot receive the backdoor benefit, that file can be delayed. As well as procurement unit too. Director of Procurement can delay some file. And some of those files are emergency files. But this emergency file will not grow because our own people always have the mentality of, this is my time. Let me make use of my time. Then civil servant will tell you, wait for your time. They will talk to their genius. Their genius will say, wait for your time. Wait for your time. And I will tell you that those who are coming in to become board of director of finance, deputy director, this and that, they come with the mindset that government giving them law of 34 years in service. So after the 35 years in service, they have nothing to do. They will be retired back home. So the best thing is that they need to get what they want before that 35 years will come to an end. And you know, that is why even state government and federal government need to look as a civil servant. Sometimes I may not blame them because the system is not organized in a good way. Whereby after serving the country for 35 years, what is your serving benefit? If those benefits can be put in place, I think a civil servant will do his job genuinely without thinking of doing corner kick. Because they look at it that after 35 years, to pay pension also become a problem. Some person, after they serve the country judiciously,
thank you, Chief Diplomat.
And for them to pay them become a problem. So, my brother, the area we are talking about is that if truly we want to solve the challenges of this country, it is not only the youth, we must look at the Federal Civil Service Commission. Right. Sometimes a state, every state has slot. Because they have slot. Let me also tell you, sometimes a chairman of a board, a commissioner, representing state, a slot of employment will come. He will sell those slots to another people. And his own people he's representing cannot benefit it.
Yes.
Oh, no.
There are a lot of things that is happening that need to be looked and reviewed. And that is why I said all of those things will be a part of the constitutional problem. The document, when a foundation is laid in a faulty ground, it affects the whole system. This is where we have the systematic failure. This systemic failure is caused by, at the same time, character of people, attitude of people. This is where behavior comes into play. If we can checkmate the attitude and character of people, you go there to do the work genuinely, without thinking of manipulation, without thinking of tribalism, without thinking of sentiment, and thinking about the pride of where you come from. I think we get it right. So the problem of this country, politicians also have problems, bureaucracy also have their own problems, youth also have their own problems, religions also have their own problems. You can see this problem, community leaders also have their own problems. If we can genuinely look at these issues from bottom top system by identifying problems from community level to the local government level, to the state level, and to the federal level, then we can able to know where are we going as a people. Because a constitution that does not respect the fundamental rights of his people, that constitution is not a constitution.
It's dead.
So Nigeria needs a new constitution. A new constitution needs to be drafted for the benefit of everybody to have sense of belonging. Because our problem today, look at Oduduwa, look at Biafra, every agitation we are talking about, it is because of injustice. Injustice is the cause of agitation, whether we like it or not. When those injustices will be addressed holistically, consensuously, then there will be peace. Because as I'm here like this, if both of us are not agreed, can we come here on this live and begin to do this program? Imai is there, and Ushe Imalo is there, Prince is there, I am there. Because we all agree that we must talk to our people. We all agree that we must make a difference. That is why we leave all our work, all our busy schedules to come to talk to our people. Why? Because we want to contribute our own part of growth and development, peace, security, and prosperity of Nigeria. I believe something that Nigeria is a country. Nigeria is a country, and we are all Nigeria, whether we like it or not. Nigeria is not a problem. It is time the Jaws, it is time the Igbo, it is time the Yoruba, and the mentality of saying I am the majority. That language of majority is a problem. Majority language is the cause of downfall in the National Assembly and House of Rep. Because some people see themselves as majority, they don't care about law that's going to affect majority, but they care about law that's going to benefit them. Inside of National Assembly, people who claim majority, they are minority. But they are majority in a number of 40 systematic arrangements of increasing their senatorial district and increasing their federal constituencies to favor them. They don't care.
Thank you very much.
In the National Assembly, what they normally do there is number 1, 2, 3. It is not about grammar we speak. It's not about the English we speak. It's about 1, 2, 3. Are we going here? Look at what happened finally. Look at the Petroleum Industrial Act that happened just now. Our Niger Delta people were agitating. I came out and I support the Minister of Petroleum for State. Why? The reason why I supported is that a law being enacted by the National Assembly, and every state has representative in the National Assembly. Every local government area council has a representative in the House of Representatives. So if your House of Representatives and your senators cannot constructively argue in the National Assembly, and they agree and pass law, and the law now sent to Mr. President, because it's the executive right to implement that law, and this law go to executive arm, and the executive already know that the legislative arm have already agreed on the 3%, and it was signed into law. Then our people come out and begin to agitate. What are you agitating for? It is called for. So it is a law. So you cannot fight law. The people that are supposed to fight that law are your senators and House of Rep members. If those people cannot argue and get it right in the House of Rep and House of Assembly, National House of Assembly, it is their fault, but not the fault of Mr. President. Then come to think of it. Since 1956, oil was discovered in Olobri, in Bayelsa State, in Ogbia local government area, in Ataba community. But let me tell you, 1956 to 2021, almost 60-something years oil of exploitation and exploration. There is no benefit going down to the oil producing communities. Now 3% came, whether it is small. Yeah, the host community we are expecting 10%. But sometimes you take what you see, then you argue. So the best idea is, how are you going to manage the 3% given to you? Because whether you like it or not, the 13% given to the oil producing state and the United States, they are getting 13% because oil is coming from those states. What are the governors using the 13% derivation? How are they making use of that fund? Then the 3% now come. 3% plus 13%. How many?
Yeah.
It's almost 16%. Now, this 16% now, the oil producing community, it is now their time to receive fund directly from the operational cost.
We'll treat that issue. We'll treat that issue one of this week. Yeah.
So I believe that Uche Emmanuel, why am I saying this thing is that whatever agitation we are doing, challenges also started from all of us. We must also look at what they say. Almost 1,000 something company. I think that Akpabio report of all they say that abandoned contract. How many trillion? 6 trillion was being given to National Development Commission. An abandoned project of almost 1,000, something like that. Then ask yourself question: the 6 trillion, what did they use that 6 trillion for? Our people busy. Senators and House of Rep people receive the contract become about them. So my people, when you look at it, before you point one finger to another person, remember that the remaining 4 are facing you. So if we really want to get it right, we must first of all to sanitize our home. We must first of all to give proper orientation to our people. If you cannot make use of 10 naira, when you have 20 naira, you can never make use of it. If you cannot make use of 20 naira, when you have 30 naira, you can never make. So it is all about how do you manage small, from small to bigger, not bigger to small. So I believe these are the areas which I need that Nigeria youth should not blame Nigeria. The problem is the leader. Character, attitude. That is my areas of attraction today. Thank you and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. You deeply analyze this, like you speak the mind of everybody, you know. Like you say, the problem we have, I believe this. Let me use Bible. I don't normally use my Bible to back things up, but let me use Bible back when you say 10 naira. You know, the Bible says, you know, if you are not faithful for the little, then when you have many, you will not be faithful. You know, when somebody told you that, because I have 1 naira, that's why I'm not faithful. Man, if you have 30 naira, you will not be faithful. So, if like our governors, they need to hold them accountable. Yes, I believe that. And, you know, senators, they need to argue this in parliament. If the law is passed through, then what are you guys protesting for? It's no use. Anyway, our time, we have actually run out of time today. I will come up again next week to continue this program, and I want us to, you know, once in a while to, you know, close it up and we go home. Once again, on behalf of myself and everybody here in Lowobi again, I was Jeff. We say condolence to you, bro, and extend my regards to your wife.
Thank you.
You know, if you say na Ebola now, for go and buy palm wine, come and say this thing now, you know. But here we don't have people that tap palm wine.
Somebody will say he want host to host Falcon.
He want host Falcon.
La tradition, as a traditional holder, you know, I'm a red cap chief, so
coach, you support this way in the talk, so
now the whole red cap chiefs, nice put Nigeria for this trouble day, so.
I'll get
the kids.
Very good, very good. Nice to meet you people.
Don't worry. Where's my little one?
Oh Allah.
How is my little one? I said, how is my little one?
Your little daughter?
No, very, very good. She's always asking of you. Since that benevolent, she's asking of you every day.
No, while
Daddy, where is uncle? That uncle that give me money.
He go soon get another one. Tell him I'm keeping.
I told her that Uncle is doing language competition in Benin. So the best thing, go and learn how to speak Benin so that you can also be part of the competition.
No. How we go do that one?
I want to ask question. This language now where they don't bring so I don't hear say somebody don't file report. Say in win language something. They say they go send and go US. You know see visa, you know see they don't sell it right. So I hope say this
I don't know that one though.
But I know they go international.
Now look how they do. I don't do. No, we're not change the topic. You see, my sister, my chief diplomat daughter. It's very easy, very, very easy. You see that poem where you read that the way you speak your language. Tell us, say, now the language where you need to come and tell us the day we will come back here. If you feed one like that, into go get 10,000.
Okay. Noted.
Okay.
We have to be fair.
That's right. Anyway, guys,
you your tongue.
They tell this key diplomat, like we said before you come to the program, if Falcons are coming here, the Nigerian Super Falcons, if they qualify for World Cup and they are happy and they are lucky to be zoned in my area, then
you will bring coach.
Yes, I will host them.
No, you will bring coach.
Of course.
Yeah, I will bring coach too.
Now they promise me that.
Now, whether COVID-19 go green you now.
No problem. I get vaccination. I'll get vaccination. No wahala. Excuse me. Any excuse when they want, I go provide.
2021.
Or the media say you are talking about COVID-20. If you see COVID-2021, then you will run. You're still talking about COVID-19.
Okay, the WWE pastor. That is WWE. No go in territory, if he throw you.
Oh boy, that guy. Yeah. When I saw that in the first time, I shocked.
That make me they call it WWE.
Oh boy, see, that guy no say no.
People don't use it for that,
They want Chris Okoti. When you go make caricature of what they call TB Joshua. They call enter because
that mathematician. That one
he said go give her hot slap.
That guy, I say, wonder what your pastor be that one. He got a one.
Give her hot slap.
Chris Okoti. Now English.
You don't know what they go on. Chief diplomat.
Yeah.
One of the pastor last week for Sydney for a year. He begin break the
rule. Yes.
They arrest that one. They give her a fine 5,000. The congregation 5,000. All the members 1,000.
1,000. Yes, 30 of them.
Almost 35. It's there for YouTube. Just go around. Nigeria pastor in Sydney breaking the rules. You go see her for there. How much will they find her?
Yeah. So now run now. The police don't run them up. Now Christ Embassy.
They give the congregation 5,000. He get 5,000. Each of the members get 1,000.
30 of them. So the government get 35,000.
About 40,000. I government collect for there.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I'm so blessed for you guys.
Thank you very much.
And
Chief Diplomat.
All right, bye to everybody.
Chief Diplomat. We'll see you soon.
Drop your number for me. I don't know if I have your number.
Okay.
Drop it on my inbox.
I will drop it.
Yeah.
I will drop it.
All right.
Okay, guys.
All right, take care. Don't be.
Yeah.
See you guys, man.
See you, bro. Yeah. See you, Mathias. See you, friends. Oh my God, everybody just go. Guys, sorry guys that we run so much time today, but such a topic was so interesting, and I thank our brothers to compete. We may have different opinion, but that will make you as a human being. We are here for collective view, and what people say, and their view should be respected, and their view should be acknowledged. Like I always say, if a country is functioning, everything in the country will be functioning. If the government is not doing the right thing, then the citizen will suffer. Well, it will be a very, very disrespectful, or to me, it will be hurtful too to stay in a Western world. What we see here, we can't, share similar view in Africa or in Nigeria, where I know finance is not the problem there. It's just the management. If the country can actually sit down, like I always say, start by sorting out the agitation problem, then they go to the constitution. If the country wants to stay, America is big, Australia is big with different tribes. We have different tribes. I'm Igbo here. We have Abazia, who is Benin. We have different ethnic group in Australia, but we have one nationality to defend: Australian flag. So division can work, division cannot work. But if the only thing that matters is for the country to sit down and decide where to go. Like Nigeria, nobody can come out today and tell you that Nigerian vision is this, Nigerian vision is that. Nobody knows that. We just come out in the morning, they tell you whatever they tell you, you believe. So guys, just be a good person. Whatever you do, be a good person. Don't take advantage of people. During the time of election, whether to go or not go, don't go there and collect something because somebody gave you money. You can't eat 10,000 today and you suffer for the rest of 4 years. 10,000 may take some people maybe 1 minute, it takes some people 2 days, it will finish. You only say your birthright for 2 days, then you suffer for 8 years. These governors, when they go in, they stay for 8 years. So be sensitive. If they take the money, don't vote the person. Just be sensitive and do the right thing. And guys, if you're watching me, please go to our YouTube and join some of the Obi program. I just thank each and everyone that come today. I thank all the panel that come today. And I thank you that watch, and I thank those that share. Remember, the Obi most active members competition is going on. So try as much as possible to join us to do that. Take good care and stay safe. Lord Obi, the future you see.